Hey, it's Mark. It's Mark's Dodgers Cards. Today I'm going to give myself a mid-year review report card on the goals that I set out for myself at the beginning of the year with regard to the hobby. Kind of inspired to do this by seeing a few other ones. I just watched Jay, Average Vintage Collector, put together a nice one. Congratulations, Jay, on all your pickups. And I've seen a couple others. And yeah, so I figured I'd just do one for myself as well. I'm big on goals, and I'm just like to keep myself accountable and see how I'm doing. So this is going to be a review of my hobby goals. I made a video laying them out at the beginning of the year, which I'll link to below. And yeah, just going to blow through some of the goals and see how I'm doing. All right, without any further ado, first my goal was to stay within my hobby budget, and I give myself an A- for that. I am within my hobby budget, but I wanted to save up a lot more for the West Coast Card Show that's coming up, but I just spent some money, which was why I give myself an A-. But I'm very happy with what I bought, so I'll show that when it arrives. But still gonna have a good time at the West Coast Card Show. Won't have quite the same budget. Number two, this was a big one. This is my completing Dodger team sets. So one of my goals at the beginning of the year was to finish completing all the Dodger team sets from Topps from 1956 to 1979, and also the 55 Bowman, which I was had a lot of progress on. I made a lot of progress on this. I think I'm going to be able to finish it by the end of the year. I'll give myself an A in this category. I've completed all the ones from the 1970s, which I showed in a video earlier this year. And I still need 13 cards from 3 years, 61, 62, and 63 to complete that run. The big cards that I'm missing are the 1962 high number Bob Uecker, the 1962 Snyder, the 1963 Rusty Staub, and the 61 Campy MVP. But, and there's also 4 cards I'd like to upgrade. But I picked up a bunch of really cool stuff that helped me complete it. I got this 1966 Tough High Number for my 66 set. I got, of course, the Ken McMullen rookie card that also has Pete Rose. I got this 1972 Steve Garvey, which helped me complete my 70s run. This is one that I upgraded. I got this 1962 really nice Don Drysdale. And then I got a couple of 55 Bowmans to help me finish up and upgrade this set. This is Charlie Neal. I won this in an auction. And this is Johnny Padres. So I'm very happy with the progress I've made completing these sort of kind of core sets, the Topps run, 55 Bowman. And then after I finish those, I'm going to be going backwards, finishing trying to work on the other Topps and Bowman sets from the 50s. So that I give myself, in that category, I give myself an A. I think I've done really well in that area, and I think I'm on track to finish that by the end of the year. I do need to pick up that Bob Uecker, that's the big one, and I'm hoping to do that at the West Coast Card Show. If not, I'll find it online. Third goal was to get more kind of rare issues that I have, or more issues that I haven't added to my collection, which probably would be more rare ones, add to my Zach Wheat collection, and pick up more kind of pre-war. So I think I've done pretty well in this category as well. I also will give myself an A. I showed some of the Zach Wheat cards in my video where I laid out my whole Zach Wheat collection, so I'm not going to show those again, but you can see that. It's linked below. But I also picked up this T205 Nap Rucker. This was a great deal. I think I got this for $25, including shipping. I got, this was my first T207 card. I now have the Zach Wheat one. Pardon the glare. There you go. I got this W517 Dazzy Vance, which I think looks great. It was a min size, but you know. This isn't pre-war, but I got my first Bell brand. This is Don Drysdale. I picked this up at a card show. I got a Bazooka panel that includes Sandy Koufax, also a couple other great players, Frank Robinson and Rocky Calavito. And I added some Venezuela cards. I had a few commons before, but these are the first ones that are kind of stars. I got the 67 Don Drysdale. I got the 62 Babe Ruth coaching the Dodgers. And I picked up 2 Sandy Koufaxes from 66, his regular one, and his leaders with Bob Gibson and Bob Veal. So very happy with that progress. I give myself an A on that category. My 4th goal was to go to the National. And on this, I'm going to give myself, I guess, a D-. I'm not going to go to the National. Didn't work out with travel plans. So miss everybody there. And of course, National is a great experience. I've gone to it 3 times, once as a kid in 1987, and maybe one other time in 91, but I can't remember. My memory's all messed up. But then I have gone the last 2 years, gonna miss this year. I give myself a D- instead of an F because I am gonna be going to the West Coast Card Show towards the end of August, which is a massive show here in the Southern California area. So hopefully I'll be able to have some of the same kind of experience there. My 5th goal was to go to more card shows and do more buying in person. This one, I think I'll give myself a C-. It's July and I've been to 2 card shows, but that's actually, I think, more than I went to during the same period last year. So I went to one when I was in LA, visiting family, and there happened to be one there at that time, and I went to one up here. And I am going to go to the West Coast Card Show, and maybe I can hit 1 or 2 others this year. So I'll say that's a kind of C- / incomplete. And then my last one was to be more interactive with the hobby. I wanted, with the YouTube community, I wanted to do more things with my channel and make better connections with other YouTubers and collectors. I give myself a C for this. I wanted to do some things with my channel. I haven't had time, so I've done nothing with my channel. I have, kind of a few more connections that I've made with various people that I now can text with, and I've, was invited on. Tony Talks Cards had me on, which was awesome, and I'm have some other things in the works on that regard, but like with other channels, but not to the extent that I really wanted to and was hoping to. So I'll give myself a C in this category. Doing some things, but not what I really want to do. I should set a goal, by the way, of increasing my production value. The lighting is just like terrible. I don't know what I'm doing here. But anyway, I'm just set up the camera and record this video, so that's my production value. Anyway, that's kind of my mid-year report. I'd say overall, I give myself a B-, but definitely did very well in the pickups categories and the budget. The other aspects of the hobby, maybe not quite as much, but I'm still having a good time, and hope you are too. Anyway, that's been a long rambling video for me. So I just want to thank everybody for all the interaction over the last 6 months, year, all the comments, all the interaction. It's been really great. YouTube's a lot of fun, nice fun distraction with our baseball cards. So enough rambling for me, and thanks for watching.